How about that cigar? We are live again at TPE 2023, this time at Kristoff Cigars with our friend Jared Trudeau.
Hey, buddy.
How are you doing,
How
sir?
are you? How are you?
Life is good.
Good.
So,
good. Very happy.
The end of the trade show, I mean, not the end. We got a few more hours left to go, but give us the scoop on how things have gone for you guys these last few days.
I really like this trade show, and I always have. It's what I like the most about this show is that you get a lot more time with customers.
Right.
You know, you've seen our booth at PCA, and I'm like lurking, and I'm in like every meeting, and I never get a chance to really talk with the customers. Here, the people who are here, they're super engaged, they're interested, and we get a chance to really talk to them. So it's been a really productive. It's been a good show for us, and I like it here.
Absolutely. So you got a box in front of you that you guys are featuring right now. So tell us about this new guardrail.
Yeah, so this is the guardrail. This was a PCA release or reveal, but at PCA, Glenn, actually, we put the box together with glue and stuff. It was just like a prototype.
Last minute.
Yeah. So we individually taped the bands on every single display cigar. I mean, it was way, way out of pocket. But now it started to ship. So it's been doing incredible for us. This is a really special project for us because Glenn, not a lot of people know it, but a couple of years ago, Glenn was doing an event in Oklahoma City, and he got in a really bad motorcycle accident. It was a bike run. Got really, really injured. We didn't think he was going to make it. I mean, he was in a coma at one point, brain bleed, everything. He was in a wheelchair for several months, and we kept it really quiet. Nobody knew. The only people that knew were the sales team, and basically it was a total, you'll sleep with the fishes if this gets out in any sort of way, because we didn't want people bothering him.
Absolutely.
So and so basically what Glenn decided to do was make a blend to kind of commemorate that that accident. So the guardrail is named after the guardrail, obviously that. Also, there's like a guardian angel kind of element and stuff like that. But what's really interesting about this blend, it's kind of a mix of new and old Kristoff, right? No loose tobacco in the box, good livery, like the really different kind of branding for us. And it also features that Rápido Brazilian Maduro that's been my best-selling blend for 15 years, 16 years, with a twist. So it's that Rápido Brazilian wrapper, it's got Dominican binder, and then it also has in the fillers some Zimbabwean tobacco, which is super unusual.
That's the first that's the first I can recall hearing about tobacco from that country in a blend.
I know, it's super unusual. And we kind of got super interested in that tobacco. So the factory that we make, we're 90-something% of the production in this factory. We've been making all of our cigars there for 18 years. Well, they're affiliated with a company in Germany that makes machine-made cigars. The factory is not Kristoff. That makes machine-made cigars and cigarettes in Europe. And they buy, I didn't know this until now, but the third largest export from Zimbabwe is tobacco. You would never think. But they were talking about how some of the tobacco that they bought was too big. And I thought that was really interesting. And we were kind of like, how big? And they were like, pretty big. And
big
we were
enough
like,
for making cigars.
Can you send us some? And so the thing is, it's so young, this tobacco in its like generational life cycle, that the tobacco isn't smooth enough or high enough priming really to be used for wrapper or even binder. So we wanted to originally do a larger scale project with featuring this tobacco more heavily, not doable with the quality, with the like wrapper quality tobacco that was available. So we put some of that in this filler, and it's among the strangest tobaccos that I've had a chance to smoke. It's very like mesquite smoky. I hate saying cigars are smoky because they're literally on fire and smoking. I think that's such a dumb descriptor. But this has a mesquite smoke to it, like a really savory, unusual profile. It's so good. And this tobacco in the small capacity that it's involved with this is really, really interesting. It does a lot for the character.
Very cool.
So it's really cool.
Very cool.
And we didn't have any samples of it because it's all sold out everywhere. But because today's the last day of the show, I open my box and you get to try it. Yeah, so I'm giving out my box mostly because I don't want to ship this shit home.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, it's really, really good. But this cigar's been killing it for us. It comes in Robusto, Churchill, and Matador. Right now.
And there's already stores that have this. And,
yeah, it's out there.
So it's out there. Okay, good. So people can definitely look for that. As far as because we know you have a big year ahead of you. There's a lot of stuff you guys are working on. So what are just and more like 30,000 foot view? What's the engagement that you're looking for the rest of this year?
So we have a really exciting. This is a really good year.
Yeah. For
Kristoff to be a Kristoff smoker.
Yeah.
And to work for Kristoff.
Yeah.
Because we've got some really exciting new releases coming out.
Okay.
That you can start looking for, starting with the TAA exclusive.
Right.
At TAA stores everywhere. And then by PCA, you should see potentially 2-3 new projects from us featuring kind of, like I said before, like a newer direction in terms of the packaging.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really exciting time to pay attention to what we're doing because we have great projects, new and interesting blends, and some interesting new packaging that we're going to really rely on, like you and your viewers' feedback to kind of dictate the direction it goes in the future. So it's an exciting time to be into Kristoff. It really is.
That's very cool. And there's a kind of a focus that you guys have that I've always appreciated, that you guys really do keep your eye on the ball. And that means a lot to us. I know it means a lot to our viewers that you can see it in the way you guys communicate with your customers, the way you communicate with your retailers. And we see it, we appreciate it. So just keep up the good work.
We absolutely will. And we appreciate the support from you guys and your viewers as always.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right, guys, we will see you again soon at TPE 2023.